Good morning to you. This is Man on the Radio page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk, coming to you live on YouTube. Anyway, a couple days ago, I was doing a little surfing on the internet. I was on social media as usual because there's not much else to do, and I saw that the Wings of Strength has finally set a date for the 2021 Rising Phoenix Arizona Pro show. As you know, the Rising Phoenix for the last few years has been a replacement for Miss Olympia ever since the IFBB dropped female bodybuilding from the Olympia weekend. And last year, if you remember, they turned the Rising Phoenix into an invitational, meaning that competitors can sign in and get invited to compete. As you know, and also this is also what makes it special. This is an all women's show. There's no guys, there's no male bodybuilders, no other male competition. It's just all strictly all women. And it's not just also, as you know, the Rising Phoenix is also host to it's most notably it's the Arizona Pro, and then you have also um, the NPC Arizona Women's Extravaganza, which is a pro qualifier. Now, as you know, the Arizona Pro is mostly the divisions that exist in the IFBB, and that is fitness, bikini, women's physique, figure, and also I believe wellness has been added to it. And plus, we have the Pro Am, which is the Arizona which is the NPC Extravaganza, which is a pro qualifier, meaning also the other same divisions, about the same divisions, where which women can gain their pro card. But we mostly who are true fans from bodybuilding recognize it is the World Championships bodybuilding competition, where this is where the show where women compete for opportunity to become the world champion. But now with the return of Miss Olympia, it's set for it's an invitational, meaning it's more like the replacement to the Miss International now, where it's the opportunity for women to have a secondary title who don't get a shot to get it for the Olympia. It's now that we have the return of Miss Olympia. As you know, last year's champion was Andrea Shaw, who's now the current Miss Olympia. And there's a good possibility where we're not sure if Andrea will come back. As you know, she's Miss Olympia now. Now, she might do like Iris, do both shows, but there's a good chance she might just keep it focused on the Olympia. As you know, Hella Trevino is a two-time champion, and she took second place last year. And there's a possibility she might come back and try to get a third title, or she might just slip out and focus on Olympia since she made the top three for the 2020 for last year's 2020 Miss Olympia for this year's 2021 show. And there's also Monique Jones, who took third place at that show, and you have Alicia Young, who took fourth, and Irie Andrews, who took fifth. And these are top five ladies. Certainly some might return because, as you know, as said before, the Miss International, the Rising Phoenix is now more like an alternative to a secondary title for some ladies who can't, get the shot at the Miss Olympia now. And then there's also a possibility like somebody like Nikki Chartrand, possibly maybe taking the title. She has placed well before in the show. She had made top five, and this year she made number 6. And this year you have the absence of Teresa Ivisic, who decided to switch over from female bodybuilding to physique. And then you have up and comers like Mona Porcel, who possibly could maybe get a shot, make it the top 5. And you still have legends around like Janine Lakowski. And as you know, instead of head, Andrea is now Miss Olympia, but there's a good chance she might want to return and maybe try to get a shot at the title. And then if not, there's always Hella, who is a 2-time Miss Olympia. Now, some people say, well, what about Marjorie Martin? Well, I think Marjorie may not even do the show. She didn't do it last year because I think she really going to focus more on the Olympia. And you have also possibly like somebody like Myra Ash. Myra Ash made the top 5 for the last year Olympia show. There's a good chance she might try to compete and maybe just get a chance to have a secondary title outside of Miss Olympia. And then there's Rashana Boswell, who I the other day I reached out to about she's gonna sign up for the Miss for the Rising Phoenix. She said yes, and she's a good possibility of making top three, top five in the show, maybe even winning, depending on the situation. Depending how well she comes in, how conditioned she comes in. Yeah. And like I said, the things also is Arizona still has some guidelines. There's a possibility that ladies will have to wear masks like they did for last year's show. Well, like I said, if nothing's changed because by the close to September, that's when they have the Rising Phoenix, September 11th. A good chance that yes, we're going to see on the stage that women must wear masks because of the guidelines restrictions that are put in by the state of Arizona. But the big question is, what kind of car is going to be this year? I think the past couple of years has been a Dodge. It's been a Dodge, and for a long time it was a Jeep. One time I thought they would say it was going to be a Ford Shelby GTO, but I think they changed their mind. But we might get that one. That's a big question. What kind of car is going to be this year? And maybe if winter strength is possible, they might even change the prize money. But like I said, this is a competition that's going to be pretty good. A lot of great opportunities for women to step up now and do it with the Olympia set, and then you had the Rising Phoenix set, and then also the Chicago, you have the Miss Wings, which gives opportunity for up and coming competitors to compete at the Rising Phoenix. It's automatic buy to compete at this year's show. So I'm gonna wish all ladies good luck, and hopefully this will be a great show, and maybe some history might be made. It's your man all the way George Page, aka the Emperor of Female Bodybuilding Talk. Like, don't subscribe. I'm out.